Good afternoon, Ennis. I'm Father Julian Borda, and once again, I am really excited to talk to you today about the fifth deadly sin, one that has been described as the only one that is never fun to experience. All kidding aside, this is one that is very pertinent to most of us. Most of us experience it at one point or another in our lives, and it is very poisonous to our souls and very poisonous to our relationships with other people. And this sin is called envy. If you see here, this is an interesting image found online, and it is an AI-generated image of envy. So the computer somehow understood that envy is associated with the color green, color of poison, the color of something corrosive. So you see here that there's this woman, and she's depicted with green hair, green clothes, green jewelry, and green eyes. You can see somehow this computer did a very good job of capturing a longing in her eyes, a desire for something that someone else has that she doesn't get to have. And she feels is lacking. She feels perhaps it's unfair that she does not get to have what the other woman or the other man or whoever has. So that's envy in a nutshell, is that desire for what another person has, that coveting. So we read it in the story of the prodigal son. After the son comes home and he is welcomed back by his father, we saw a bit of what his brother, his older brother, had to say about the whole situation. The older brother has never left home. The older brother did not squander his part of the inheritance. The older brother has stayed home, worked hard for his father, and feels that he's entitled to some recognition for his loyalty and his being the good son versus his younger brother. And so we see here in this passage, so Luke 15 verses 29 and 30. This is what the older brother says. "You have never given me even a young goat so that I might celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours came back, you killed the fatted calf for him." And so this famous feast that the older brother has to watch his younger son enjoying with his father is something that bothers him greatly. It's something that eats away at him, something that he covets. He believes that his brother should not be celebrated, that he's the one. If anyone should be celebrated, it's him. And this is an attitude that in some ways is understandable. It's easy for us to relate to because we're all programmed, we're all given a sense of fairness. And this is a case where it looks unfair. And it's easy for us then to compare our situation with the situation of others and believe that it is something to hate them for and something that it's okay to hate them for. But in fact, one of the 10 commandments that God gave to Moses on Mount Sinai, the final one, the 10th one, says, "Thou shalt not covet." Because along with murder, along with adultery, along with worshiping other gods, coveting is actually something that is very destructive and actually makes a person not only angry and hateful, but also very ungrateful, actually, for what God has given them and the blessings that they do have. And so we're seeing here with the older brother, and we see here with this woman, how it is something that isn't fun for them. And it's also something that makes them unhappy. And so the answer then for envy is gratitude. And it's understanding no matter what someone else is given, whether they deserve it or not, that God has given us our daily bread this day. God has provided. God has given us many blessings to be thankful for. And so that is something that the prodigal son's older brother will have to learn. And it's something that this woman also has to learn, and something that all of us in our own way at one time or another need to learn. God blesses us, and God has a plan for each of us, and so that is our call, hard as it can be, to be thankful for what we have and to also be thankful for what the others have. Take care.